We are so excited to have them. and we're excited to gather with you, those that zoomed on in. So if you're watching by Zoom, if you're watching by Facebook, if you're watching via YouTube, we're excited to just gather with our neighbors. This might not be the ideal perfect Thanksgiving, but it's virtually the perfect Thanksgiving. And we just want to serve up a little food for the soul. It's been a challenging year, right? 2020 has certainly been the year of clarifying vision for many, many people. It's unveiled a lot, things that we needed to see. But I pray that it also has provided us an opportunity to decompress and to reprioritize. And so while we can't gather with all of the families that we have had the privilege of sitting down and having a meal with year after year for the perfect Thanksgiving, primarily those families that have connected with us throughout our pantries that are operated by Loving Our Cities throughout the year, we still wanted to gather with y'all. And so some of you are actually down in Kramer Hill today. We had an opportunity to spend some time with you this morning, but I hope that you made your way back to your home and you're gathering with us for what we're calling virtually the perfect Thanksgiving, just serving up a little food for the soul. We need it. We need it. We need a little hope. We need a little peace. We need a little joy. So we're excited. And why don't you just share this with some neighbors and some friends? If you're watching by Facebook or YouTube, tag them, share. Even if you zoomed on in, you can come on out and watch via Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is that you want to do. We're just glad you are here. And we are glad that we have the opportunity to gather with you virtually. And more importantly, the ability to call you friend. And so we're here with a few friends today that are going to be joining me and serving up a little food for our souls. Not only Luke, Carlos, O'Reilly, and Seven Electricity that are going to be special guests playing some music to soothe our souls. We got some of our favorite chefs that are going to be cooking up a little bit of food for us to feed us and our families. For those of you that are going to be coming down later today at 2:00 to pick up your to-go bags, now's an opportunity for these favorite chefs of ours to demonstrate how they do what they do, so that when you scoop up your to-go bags later today, then you can try out some of their recipes and serve up the perfect Thanksgiving in your home. And so I have the privilege of introducing the visionary of the perfect Thanksgiving first. That is my friend, my cousin, and the acclaimed chef, Lucmann Pierre of Pierre Caterers, coming to us live from Sudbury, Massachusetts. Hey, Luke.
Hello, Angela. Hello, everybody.
Good to see you, sir. I'm missing my niece Pooh, Abigail. I know she usually is joining you in the kitchen.
I know. It's not the same without her, but I'm going to try to hold down the fort for her tonight.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about, as the visionary of the perfect Thanksgiving, why did you start the perfect Thanksgiving?
Well, to keep it short, for many years, even before I started my own business, I always had a vision to serve the community. I always had a heart to serve others. I came from my parents, my mom and dad. That's what they did all their lives, helping neighbors, helping friends, whoever is in need. So that was birthed in me at a very young age. And so I've been wanting to do it where I really kind of bring people together. I shared before, I have Thanksgiving with my family. We have a large family, and we always gather, table 25, 30 people. And it always, didn't sit well with me where I'm sitting there having this big feast. And I know there's people out there who may not have families to spend Thanksgiving with, or may not even have a meal. So that's what it came about, where I felt like I needed to do something. So year after year, I said, I'm going to do it. And never happened, for whether it was financial, reasons or time, whatever it was, it never happened. And until I was at a peace set with Pastor Kevin, and I shared my vision with him, and immediately I saw his eyes lit up. He said, let's do it. We didn't know how it was going to happen. All I knew is the vision was there to serve our community in a very big way, in a very dignified way. And so I shared the vision with him. He said, let's do it. And the first Sunday we went to church, he announced it to the church, and I was sitting in the back of the church after service, and we had a flood of people come in to volunteer. And we started the first one with barely maybe 25, 30 people showed up. And a year after, it started to grow. In the last few years, we've served over 350, 400 people. So, I think it's year 10 now, I believe. And year after year, it just keeps getting better and better. And unfortunately, we have to do it remote, but we still are going to serve our communities. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. We are from Massachusetts. So thank you for having me again.
Absolutely.
It's an absolute pleasure.
It wouldn't have been the perfect Thanksgiving without you. But I love that story so much because not only is it an opportunity for us to connect with our neighbors and friends, what it highlights is you being the church. The purpose of the church is to help people to discover, to develop, to perfect what it is that God has called them to be and do. And so I'm so encouraged when I hear that testimony that you had an aha moment where you had a divine encounter, where you discovered, hey, I have this amazing potential. I know where it came from. Now, what am I supposed to do with it in order to serve others, to make this world a better place? And so thank you for living that out, Lucmann Pierre.
Well, I must say, it's a huge undertaking and no one can do it on their own. And I realize that. And so with Shower Pastor and with just a team of volunteers, I'm just so grateful for everybody. I could not have done it by myself, and God put the right people around us, and we built a great team. And that's how we got to where we are today. So I'm grateful to everybody who's been a part.
You remember the early days, right? Remember the early days?
Absolutely. I remember outside. We didn't have a kitchen, we had to rent commercial equipment. We're outdoors in the cold, but we did what we had to do to serve our community, and we did it well. And they had a great time. And some of them had shared stories with me where it really brought tears to my eyes, where I could share just one real quick. I had this lady come up to me and hug me, and she was tearing up. And I said, no need to cry. We're family. We're having a great time. She says, no, you don't understand. It's just every year I'm scraping change to go to McDonald's to get a hamburger. I couldn't even afford a cheeseburger without a drink, without fries. That was my Thanksgiving. And you guys gave us family. You fed us. You not only fed our stomach, you fed our soul, you fed our spirit. And so that was touching to me. And that's why I'm encouraged every year to do it, again and again. And hopefully, I'm in Massachusetts now. I'm hoping to expand that up here with the help of you guys. We have created a blueprint, so I'm sure now we can take it anywhere we want to.
Absolutely. Well, replicate it. That's what it's here. It's not for us to keep for ourselves, but for us to spread out, love as many people as we can to make as much of this world a better place. I've never heard that story. I'm so grateful that you shared that. And I'm so grateful that you're here live. But you, of course, demonstrated I can't do this by myself. And so we've now invited some other amazing chefs. And so I can't wait for y'all to banter back and forth and get a little competitive challenge going on between you chefs. But
it's all love. It's all love.
Y'all have good times together, but I'm going to be like the Iron Chef and try and get a little bit of competition going between you guys.
All right.
Let's now bring in Chef Tim Witcher, the owner and operator of Wing Kitchen, right around the corner from us in Sewell, New Jersey. He's got 2 locations now, one in Glassboro, the other in Turnersville, an amazing partner and friend of the work of loving our cities. And he's come alongside Chef Lucmann now. Every year, they've been doing some amazing, amazing recipes at the Perfect Thanksgiving. So why don't we now go to Chef Tim Witcher, coming to us live. Which location are you at, Chef Tim? Are you in Turnersville or Glassboro? Can you hear us? Tim and Jersey.
Chef Tim, we're waiting for you, brother.
Make sure you unmute yourselves.
We need you, Chef Tim.
I can't hear y'all. So Chef Tim is joined by Chef Jerzy Gonzalez. So Chef Tim is the owner and operator of the Wing Kitchen, and Jerzy Gonzalez popped up in his kitchen, but she's the owner and operator of I Cook For You. So they are some amazing chefs. I can't wait to hear what Chef Tim is going to cook up for us this year. Jersey usually brings the sweet. She usually brings the dessert. And then I think Chef Tim is renowned for that macaroni and cheese with the Gouda. So what you cooking up for us today? I hope we can hear you. Can we hear you?
Can you guys hear us?
Yay, I can hear you now.
There we go.
They wouldn't
pandemic Wi-Fi, pandemic Zoom, life in the virtual world. I can hear you now.
I think Chef Luke set me up. He cut my mic off.
Never, brother. I need you, brother.
So
How you doing, Tim?
we're at the Witcher's Kitchen location in Turnsville right now.
Okay.
I'm blessed to be here with Chef Jerzey, and my chef over there, Chef Luke, is awesome being on camera with you and the wonderful Expecting Church. So what we're gonna be doing is everybody keeps asking about the smoked Gouda mac and cheese, so that's how we're gonna roll with them today. But I was trying to tell Luke, if we serve the turkey for appetizers, serve the mac for the main course, we'll be all right.
Jerzey, what you cooking up?
Cooking up some flambe. We're doing a banana Foster.
All right.
And then you're going to deliver it, right? You're going to hand deliver it to us
I
over
will
here.
hand deliver it to you, especially to you. Whatever
We need
you
you to
want.
bring over some of that bananas Foster. I think that's my hubby's favorite dessert, bananas Foster. But yeah, I'm trying to get in on the Gouda mac and cheese and the bananas Foster, and I'm just going to try and replicate whatever Chef Luke.
That's if
cooks.
that Gouda mac and cheese makes it out,
Oh,
because
my
I don't know. I might eat it all.
Chef, you got to
We
shift
wanna
some
see
to
a little bit
Massachusetts.
of banter. We want y'all to chop it up a little bit. We want y'all to do a little bit of trash talking, fun trash talking, because we're going to do this a little Iron Chef style and see if we can get a little friendly competition. So what ingredients are you using to cook up your bananas Foster, Jerzey? Then we'll go to you, Tim. You let us know what you got, and then back to you, Luke. You let us know what ingredients you're using.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So we have some 99 bananas. You also want to have some dark rum.
Okay.
We have some cinnamon, brown sugar, and some heavy cream. We also have some candied pecans, walnuts. It could be any candy type of nuts you like. I just personally like some pecans. And then, of course, you have your bananas. But you can't forget the liquor.
Okay.
99 bananas and the dark rum.
The liquor, the core. You can ready light some things
On the
up.
side, chill some on the side while you're cooking. It'll help you out, warm you up.
I can't co-sign that. I can't endorse it, but yes, do what you need to do, girly. Do what you need to do in order to hook up that bananas Foster and some fire. It's gonna get some fire started over there.
You're right. The alcohol burns off, so it is safe to eat.
All right, before we go back to Chef Luke, what you got, Tim? What you putting in that secret Gouda mac and cheese?
All right, so we got a couple different cheeses. The smoked Gouda, if you kind of want to add a little surprise to your Thanksgiving dinner, and then when they bite into that mac and cheese and they taste a little bit of smoke in the background, that's that beautiful smoked Gouda. It melts nice. Some cream, some eggs. It's easy too because you don't have to make a cheese sauce. You whip up the little custard I'm gonna show you how to do, some eggs and cream, and put some love in there, and then layer that macaroni and any kind of cheese you want. I mean, you can interchange the cheeses out. You want to do a spicy cheese, you want to add some different flavors in, you can do your thing. So the recipe is basic, but as creative as you want to be, you can take it somewhere else.
All right, what's your position on Velveeta? Because my Nana taught me to include among the cheeses Velveeta. I include Velveeta.
Well, listen, there's nothing wrong with some Velveeta. I haven't seen Velveeta since I've been a kid. But there's nothing wrong with a couple chunks of Velveeta in there. So you heat it up the next day, it's nice and gooey.
That is absolutely soul food 101, at least in my book. Comfort
yes.
food.
Now Chef Luke lives by Velveeta.
All right. I put a little Velveeta. What about you, Chef Tim, up in Sudbury, Massachusetts? What ingredients are you cooking with?
Well,
Chef Luke.
let me start by saying, Chef Tim, you gotta send me some of that, mac and cheese up in Massachusetts, man. So
I
that's all I gotta say.
Listen, you give me some lobsters and I come back with mac and cheese.
Hey, look, we can go down together up here, man. Listen, all right. So what I'm making tonight, I'm actually taking it back to our very first Perfect Thanksgiving. So
nice.
The very first one, my goal, always is to add an elegant flair to pretty much any traditional dish that you take. You can turn it to more of a gourmet, give it more like a bit more elegant flair. So instead of doing a whole bird, which is awesome, we all have that for Thanksgiving. I'm switching it up to using the turkey breast. So using the turkey breast, I'm doing a stuffed turkey roulade. So using same ingredients that we normally use for Thanksgiving. Of course, all 4 ingredients. We have some sweet potato that I'm going to use to stuff it. I have some craisins. I have some roasted peppers. I have some spinach I'm going to put in there. So it's going to be an amazing array of vegetables happening in there. And of course, we need some gooiness in there. So I have some Gruyere cheese. Typically, we use mozzarella cheese. I've added up, kick it up a notch, with a little French cheese using Gruyere cheese. Bring a little bit more gourmet to it. So we're gonna take this breast here. Normally we get this breast, and so we're gonna split that open, add all these beautiful vegetables in there, and then we're gonna season it, and then we're gonna tie it up, roll it. That's why it's called roulade. So that's a French term for to roll. So we're gonna roll it, tie it, pin sear it, and then we're gonna finish it in the oven. So an amazing dish. I'm gonna serve it 2 ways for you guys today. So I already made a nice sweet potato puree, which is nice, light and sweet to kind of balance the turkey. And also we're gonna go a little bit more health conscious, where we're gonna do a nice kale salad with some, citrus, some orange segments, some pears, some apples, some dice, and kind of toss that. And I made a beautiful pumpkin vinaigrette to kind of toss that. So it's gonna be the sliced turkey and a nice little kale salad with a citrus kale salad on the side. And then we're gonna serve the turkey as well with the sweet potato. So 2 ways so you kind of get 2 different versions of it.
You ready to bring it? You ready to bring it? All right, so we're gonna let y'all get started and do your thing. And while they're starting to demonstrate to us some of these recipes so that we hopefully can replicate them for our own Thanksgiving dinners, why don't you post in the chat, whether you joined us through Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, let us know what are your favorite Thanksgiving dinners? What are the favorite recipes that you have in your family? I know that I'm now known and I'm proud. I'm proud to be known for my collard greens that I've finally been able to replicate of my Nana, my Sassy Sally, my Nana Banana, my grandmother. I have finally mastered her collard green recipes. What about you? What's your favorite dish for perfect Thanksgiving? It would not be the perfect Thanksgiving without this dish. So post in your chat, in the comments, let us know what are your favorite dishes, maybe what you've been known for, or something that you celebrate in your family. You can't master it yet, but grandma or mom or dad even are known for these incredible recipes. Post them. What about you, Luke? What's your favorite meal to eat on Thanksgiving? Can you cook?
So I cook, definitely.
I'm talking to Luke O'Reilly, Chef Luke.
You gotta confuse me there. You said Luke. You think you're talking to me.
Yeah, I miss you, bro. It's so funny. Lucman's near Boston. We switched places. But I do cook. I haven't really tackled the holiday cooking because that's a different vibe. My favorite thing actually that my mother cooks is cranberry sauce. I know that sounds silly, but she
makes it from scratch.
Yeah, makes it from scratch. Real cranberries, none of that, gelatin and stuff from the store. And you can put that on anything. You can put that on mashed potatoes, that's a meal. You put it on turkey, that's a meal. You put it on chicken. So that's like one of my favorite things. Honestly, I'm not really into the turkey that much.
Yeah.
You give me all the sides and
the sides are where it's at.
The sides are where it's at for me. But that my mom's cranberry sauce. Wow. It's killing, yeah.
And for me, I can't eat cranberry sauce by itself. It's got to be mixed with something else.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be mixed.
It's got to be mixed with something. But actually, there have been times where back in the day, after Thanksgiving, I'd go in and I'd just take a couple scoops and pop it in my mouth because it's that good.
All right.
I promise you.
So you might not be able to cook, but you can definitely play. So now y'all gonna play some more songs for us, right? What you serving up next?
Yeah, we're just gonna vibe out for a second. You might recognize this.
All right, well, while the chefs are doing their thing, we're gonna give them an opportunity to cook a little bit. Why don't you serve up the music for the soul? Give it up for Seven.
Angela, quick question.
Perfect Thanksgiving. Tell us, what are you serving up this year? As they play some tunes for us and we wait for the chefs to cook. Post in your comments in the chat. Let us know what you cooking up this year.
Angela, can you hear me?
Yes.
Quick question. So you just want us to start cooking now, right? We're not talking through anything, right?
Yep, do your thing. Start cooking.
Perfect. All right.
This is my song. Y'all know it. what makes the perfect Thanksgiving, some of their favorite dishes. Yes, and Miss Cheryl Butler, I want to get on that. I hear about your sweet potato pie. So yes, her sweet potato pie makes it the perfect Thanksgiving in the Butler family. I would love to experience that. Deborah Colombo says it's her sweet potato casserole. Monique Witcher, ooh, the bride of Chef Tim. I can only imagine what life is like for you, Monique. But they're thinking about getting on the grill. I love it. They're hoping the weather cooperates so they can get on the grill for their perfect Thanksgiving this year. And Abigail Redmond is saying that they're breaking all the traditional rules and having their favorite things. Okay. So you're throwing all of the Thanksgiving dishes out the window. Yeah. 2020 has been that kind of year, right? It's been that kind of year. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yay. Kevin Brown actually says that he loves his wife's collard greens. Yeah, so I'm not tooting my own horn. Thank you, Kevin Brown. Yay, you love my mac and cheese too? I feel like I'm still mastering the mac and cheese and the turkey. Yes, I brine my turkey for days before I serve it up so it's not dry. But cranberry sauce is always a good fallback, right? To mix that turkey with before you eat it. Yeah, keep posting. What is the perfect Thanksgiving to you? What are the dishes that you serve up, either that you make or that somebody in your family that you know, you love, they can really cook, they can really throw down? What makes it the perfect Thanksgiving when they bring those dishes? Continue to post, chat, comment, let us know how you're going to be celebrating your perfect Thanksgiving. And then a reminder, we're going to be out here today from 2 to 4. So if you pre-registered, we have reserved a to-go bag for you so that we can perhaps provide you with the resources that you need in order for you and your family to have the perfect Thanksgiving, maybe even including some of these recipes. So let's go back to our chefs, check in on them. Why don't we begin with Chef Luke? Where are you at? What you got?
All right, so I've already stuffed my turkey breast. I split it open, pounded it, and I got all these beautiful ingredients in there. Again, I have the roasted peppers, I have steamed sweet potatoes, I have some craisins, I had some grilled corn, and I could get that nice char flavor in there. I had some wilted spinach, and some Gruyere cheese, some seasoning, some extra virgin olive oil, and I just rolled it up. I had some more olive oil on top and more seasoning, and I just tied it just to make sure you keep it tight. I'm gonna switch over to my stove to sear it, and then gotta get it in the oven. Now, for the sake of time, it's gonna take more time before the show's over, so I've got another one in the oven. Once I finish searing that one, so you guys can see how it happens, pull the other one out, and then we'll be ready to plate up. That's how beautiful it is. That's how quick it is. And it's gonna have an elegant flair on my table. So we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. So I don't know how Chef Tim is doing back there, but that mac and cheese, I can smell it from here already.
Chef Tim, the pressure's on. Luke said he can smell it all the way up there in Sudbury, Massachusetts. I think that's a good thing. So why don't we go to you, Chef Tim? We want to check in with you. How's that mac and cheese coming along?
Well, the mac and cheese is wonderful. I want some of that turkey roulade. Shoot, that thing looks right over there.
You want the turkey log?
I just can't wait. Listen, I can't wait to cook in that kitchen. The kitchen's beautiful, Chef.
Listen, man, we have that turkey and that mac and cheese on the side, and we wash it up with that banana mustard. We're in heaven, man.
Listen, we might have to stuff that turkey with some of the mac and cheese one of these years and just roll the whole thing up.
Now, that's a good idea. I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
And before we go to Chef Jerzey, who's going to sweeten it up a little bit and show us what that bananas Foster is looking like. You've had a sweet year, Chef Tim, in spite of this pandemic. Chef Tim, he just walked off screen.
No, I'm here. It's a small kitchen. I'm everywhere.
You had a sweet year. You had a challenging year, but also it's been pretty sweet for you as well as you've expanded the wing kitchen, but more importantly, your family expanded. So tell us a little bit about what you're thankful for this year.
Yeah, you know what? 2020 has been a blessing for me. You know, a lot of people can't say that, and it's been a blessing. January 21st, my son was born, 8th Judah, and then from there, we opened up Wing Kitchen Glassboro in February, and then we opened up the new Wing Kitchen in Turnersville just a month ago. and the Wing Kitchen Express is also going. So it's busy, it's trying, it's challenging, but it's been a blessing.
Yeah, it's been an incredible blessing. And that's got to be one of the coolest names ever, Ace Judah.
I had to keep the first name short. I'm getting old.
It is a cool name. And if you want to be inspired, if you're looking for a little bit of hope, you need some encouragement. It feels really, really dark this year in the face of a pandemic, but there's some incredible, incredible testimonies that are still out there. So go on over to Chef Tim Witcher's Facebook page, see the pictures of Ace Judah, who was born premature, and the doctors question whether or not he would be able to thrive. But he is here and he is thriving, and he's just as chubby and as cute as he can be.
Oh, thank you. He was 2 pounds 2 ounces.
Wow.
When he was born. And what's amazing, he was born in the water sack. So they popped the water outside of my wife.
Wow.
And he's been flowing ever since. I'll tell you what.
Yes.
And now he's well over 20 pounds now. So he's my little, he's my turkey.
Awesome. Your little butterball. So I know you and Monique are especially thankful this year. Jerzey, how about you? Let's check in on that Bananas Foster, but also tell us, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything, for all the great blessings. I can't complain. I'm grateful for being at home every day with my kids.
Yeah.
Through these unfortunate times. I'm just grateful for everything. I'm pretty blessed. I can't complain.
Yes, we're here. We're healthy. We're well. Our families are thriving. Yeah. So you want to show us a little bit of your Bananas Foster? Give us an update. Where are you?
My Bananas Foster is chilling right now. I'm saving everything for the show.
Okay. You ready for the reveal?
I'm ready.
All right. Well,
before we gear up for the reveal first.
Before we gear up for the reveal, before I invite a special guest out here, Chef Luke, why don't I give you an opportunity to chime in? What are you thankful for, sir? Chef Luke.
Well, I have so many things I'm thankful for, but most importantly, I'm just thankful for my family. One of the things that really touched me is that my mom, who over the years have experienced so many medical challenges. And if I could share, like she's underwent major heart surgery several years ago. She's now, last year, she had her 4th stroke, which we didn't think she'd be here with us. And she is fighting strong. She's home recovering well. It's just been an incredible journey just to watch her strength, to watch, just everything that she's had instilled in us before she was ill, and she continued to display that again and again. That's really what keeps me going every day, waking up. If my mom can do it after 4 strokes, getting up and still be able to inspire others and staying strong, and that really inspires me. So I'm truly grateful for that. There's a lesson in everything, and so that alone just keeps me going.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we may not have what we would bill as the perfect Thanksgiving if we compare it to Thanksgivings of times past, when we've had the privilege of gathering in person and opening up our homes and our hearts to as many people as possible. But I think this past year has especially taught us that what is most valuable is our health, right? And community. I think so many of us are missing community, the privilege of gathering with family and friends. And so why don't you join me inviting a special guest out? It is my family, my friend, also my pastor, Pastor Kevin Brown. Why don't you come on out? He's going to talk to us a little bit about Thanksgiving. First, sir, as you take your seat, why don't you tell us what you are thankful for? What are you thankful for, other than me?
Well, of course, I'm thankful for
Oh, no. Okay, we're live. Hey,
it's a pandemic. Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening, so why should you be surprised stuff is happening?
Right.
But, I think first and foremost, I am most thankful for my family. Thankful that my family, even during the pandemic, has been healthy. and they've been making progress. You know, our daughter Olivia is in Luke's hometown of Boston, Dave's hometown of Boston, and she was accepted to Emerson College, a prestigious college up in Boston, the number one journalism program in the country. So she has been working on her master's in journalism during the pandemic. Our son has stayed healthy and has been faring incredibly well and taking over increasing responsibility in some of our community engagement work. So, and you still like me, you know, and so, you know, hey, some people been in the house during the pandemic, their spouses don't like them anymore. So I'm grateful that my wife still loves me. And so I'm not even joking. I'm really grateful for those things. And I'm grateful for what's happened with the Perfecting Church. You know, the disparities really showed during the pandemic, and we're still in the midst of it. I find myself talking about it as though it's past, but they said that 1 in every 2 African-American families either experienced the loss of life or know someone who was inflicted with this virus during this time. So the fact that I can count on my hands and feet how many people in TPC were stricken with the virus, and not one of us immediately in the congregation that was a member lost their life to COVID. So I'm grateful for that, and thanking God for that. So, and I'm also grateful that I've seen incredible resilience from God's people and the church. Is there any better proof point of that than us sitting here at a table filming, and then we've got chefs online here, and we've just been resilient and creative, and God's work and God's community has strengthened and continued. And so I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful for that too. And much like I'm grateful for the resilience that people have embodied, but also the commitment to serving their neighbor. So while the Perfecting Church, we're grateful that many of us were not personally diagnosed with COVID or succumb to it, though some of us did experience a diagnosis, did not succumb to it. They may have had family members who did, but I think all of us have embraced that what affects one of us affects all of us.
That's so true.
And have passionately mobilized and loving our cities. And so now we not only have 4 pantries, we have 5. We added a 5th pantry site and deepened our partnership with the Food Bank of South Jersey, so that right now we have on our campus a warehouse that's being converted to a food distribution hub because of a partnership we have with the Food Bank of South Jersey that led to us getting a grant with Feeding America. We're going to be converting a warehouse into a 10,000 square foot distribution center, not just serving up food, but serving up jobs, serving up hope. And so I just want to shout out the members and volunteers of the Perfecting Church who join us year round in loving our cities. We have 5 pantries operating.
That's incredible.
A squad of you was down in the city of Camden this morning, and like we're gonna make your way back over here for this campus serving families in Kramer Hill. We have Hope Mobile Winslow. You might be watching. I hope that you're watching Kramer Hill through our pantry that we have a partnership with the Camden Academy School Network, Hope Mobile Winslow through the partnership that we have with Winslow Township School District. I hope that you are watching, but I also hope that you make your way on over to pick up your to-go bags. Our partnership with Wooster Towers Senior Housing Complex. We love y'all. It's such a privilege to serve you.
And gonna miss being with them this year. I hope you are online, but every year, like Chef Lucmann said, we have watched the Perfect Thanksgiving grow exponentially. And we even had considered having another site because we've had to expand it so much. So the fact we can't be together physically is a loss, but the fact that we have fought through and found a way to be together online is another example of resilience and a big win. So blessings to you and your families during this holiday time. Much love to each of you.
Absolutely. But before we close out, and I do want to shout out County House Village right around the corner as well, those 4 sites, and then now our 5th site, Perfecting Plaza. We hope you're watching. Shout out, post in the comments or in the chat. Let us know if you're watching, but definitely make your way over between 2 and 4. We got got some tomato bags and some turkeys for people. But help us, sir. How can we, in the midst of a pandemic, I know one of my favorite passages, one that I recalled today, as you know, is those who faint in the day of adversity, their strength is small. One version said, those who fall to pieces in a crisis, not much made of them in the first place. Amen. And so how can we, in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of all the turmoil that this political climate has unearthed, how can we still find, experience, live hope and thanksgiving?
There's a stunning command in the New Testament. And that was the command that Paul, inspired by the Holy Spirit, wrote to the church that was in Thessalonica. Mm-hmm. And Paul wrote to them, in everything, give thanks. Yes. For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. And I know during the pandemic, during the election cycle, and then during the unprecedented transition or lack of transition between the two administrations, people have wondered, what is God's will for me? What is God doing? And this year, Thanksgiving is a big reminder for us around the country that the will of God for us, when we don't know what it is to give thanks. And that sounds so counterintuitive, even crazy, but he's not saying give thanks for what's happening. He's saying in the midst of it, give thanks, because when we give thanks, it recalibrates our hearts. When we give thanks, it recalibrates and heals our eyes. And so often we can get so focused on what is going wrong, and there's much going wrong, that we lose sight of what's going right. I mean, look up here, Clay, Luke, Mike, what's his name over there again? Wayne. No,
the Wayne Moore. Right. Come on.
But but look at us in the midst of it all. Our families have thrived. Many of us are families that flourish. We've got to do what Paul commanded us by the Holy Spirit and give thanks. And I would encourage you at home. I know that our family, we're not going to be able to gather the way we normally do. We normally do 2 Thanksgivings. We do one at our house, then I'll pop up to Elder Ed and Elder Sherry's, or I'll go over to Aunt Janice's house. Right. But here's what I would ask you to do. Create a Thanksgiving journal. That's good. And as you get ready to gather with your family online, or if you gather with your most immediate family, the people in your bubble in person, everybody come to the table with a Thanksgiving journal where you've written down 7 or 10 things that you're thankful for, and then one story that you can share that shares why you're thankful. And let's live out that verse. That will make our whole family, immediate family, and those that we influence, heal our eyes in everything. Give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ concerning you. So that. I want us to live that out, individually as families and corporately as the family of families, the church of God. So, and for those that even don't go to our church, I know there are many watching that don't. This is a practice, or share our faith. Yeah. But this is a practice that God gives us that is universal healing for the human heart. So lean into that one this Thanksgiving.
I love it. And everything give thanks. That is such a powerful scripture. If you don't know what to do, just give thanks.
That's it.
That's it. That is it.
It is healing, and it is reorienting. What?
Is food.
Is that my cue to get off stage?
You are more than welcome to stay here, but we do want to go back to the chef.
No, I'm leaving. It was great to be with y'all. And I already typed in the comments, Mom Butler, I need you to bring that sweet potato pie. I already typed in the comments, Julia Benjamin, I need that banana pudding from you. So, and anybody else, if I forgot you and I asked you to be generous, be generous.
Yes, be generous.
It's Thanksgiving. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, Pastor Kevin Brown. All right, let's go to you, Luke.
Left my
Chef
man.
Luke
All right,
in
so
Sudbury, Massachusetts. What you got?
So we're ready to plate up. We have our turkey is looking good. It's nice, golden brown. It's perfect, 165 degrees. Very important, guys. Whenever you're cooking turkey, chicken, any poultry, you want to make sure that gets to 165 degrees. Otherwise, it's not safe to eat. You want to get that to 165. So I'm perfect right now. So it's nasty stuff. So again, I'm going to play 2 ways. We're going to do one with the sweet potato puree, and then we're going to do one with a quick little kale salad. So I'm going to slice this here at an angle. And as you guys, I'm not sure if you guys can see, if you the screen that has my table there, see all these beautiful colors inside there. Not sure if you guys can get a nice view of it. So I'm gonna put a couple pieces right here, and probably one more. Let me get my serrated knife actually. There we go. That is better. So I'm gonna turn this right here so you guys can see the beautiful colors there. If you could see the screen that's facing the table there. Let me get a nice right. And then we have the sweet potato puree that I made earlier. You're gonna serve that right on the side there. Now, one more thing I'm gonna do to this. We have the sweet potato. I'm gonna add some, where is it? I'm gonna add some marshmallow right on top there.
Oh.
Now, get this. You normally bake that in the oven, get the marshmallow melted. So if you do have one of those hand torch at home, I have the commercial size. I'm just gonna do that char right on top and kind of melt it right down screen. And we'll see. Now, if you're looking at this, you see it, you get that nice char on there, and it gives you some beautiful flavor, beautiful color. There it's burning. And I'm just gonna do like this and turn that fire off.
I love it, I love it.
And it's nicely melted on here. Now, finally, I have this maple vinaigrette, pumpkin maple vinaigrette. Just gonna drizzle just a little bit right on around there. Give it a little more color. Right here, so this is our first plate. I should figure out which screen you guys have.
Beautiful.
So that's our first plate, sweet potato puree with the marshmallow and the nice char there on top, stuffed turkey. Now I'm gonna switch that real quick. I know the other chefs have to do that thing, but I gotta show you another healthy way to do it. We have some purple kale that I chopped up. I love different colors in my food. So we have some apples, some pears that I diced up. I'm gonna dump in here. And I have some orange segments, which I made from a whole orange. I cut that up. So I'm gonna add some of that dressing on here, the same maple vinaigrette, pumpkin vinaigrette. I'm gonna toss that up. Add a little black pepper. Just a pinch of, a little pinch of kosher salt. Not too much. So now I'm gonna use this plate right here. Just gonna put some right on the side here, and then we're gonna slice our turkey. So now there's another way to just serve it, nice and healthy with the fruits. And I have some craisins. I'm gonna add some craisins on top. I have my orange segments, add some extra color on them. Beautiful. Now I have some pears that I sliced up. It just gives it another touch of presentation. And now I'll move this back, and then I'm gonna slice my turkey. I have the space right here to add my turkey right on the side of it. So if you wanna go lighter and not have all this heavy stuff, which for Thanksgiving you're allowed to splurge, but somebody wants to go a little healthier, that's one way to go about it.
Beautiful.
There we go. And I'm just gonna move that right here, there. Gonna clean my plate. Add a little bit more dressing on top there. There you have it. And then now, last but not least, I have some candied walnuts. Give it a little crunch right on top of that. So here's our second dish.
Beautiful.
Stuffed turkey with a kale citrus salad. Nice and beautiful with a maple pumpkin vinaigrette. And our second plate there is a full plate with the stuffed turkey again, sweet potato puree and marshmallows. So there you have it, guys.
I love it. So we're not putting the kale in the to-go bags, but we'll have collards. Could people do
so
variation of that with collards?
You can do a variation of that, not necessarily with the salad, but you can cook down the collard greens and stuff that into the turkey as well, and you can roll it inside there. But you want to cook it first. You want to make sure you cook it down, and then you stuff it, cool it down, and then you stuff it inside the turkey. So that's one way to incorporate.
Beautiful, beautiful presentation. Love the plating. And if my daughter is nearby, please give her a hug from me. I don't know.
I sure will. I sure will.
Thanksgiving with my baby girl, but I know.
And I gotta tell you, it's been a joy having her here. It's just been a blessing just to get to know her better, and been spending a lot of quality time with her, and it's just been a blessing. So thank you for releasing her to us, and it's sure that she's in great hands, and we're taking great care of her.
Awesome. All right, Chef Tim, coming to you now. Let's check in on Chef Tim and Chef Jerzy. We want to get a look at that Gouda mac and cheese.
Oh, what's happening? All right, listen, we're going because I don't want to follow up after that. So Chef Jerzey's going to make Chef Jerzey will get into the bananas Foster's first, and then we're going to do the mac and cheese. So here we go.
Pressure is on. Thank God I'm doing a dessert. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is have our butter. You want a lot of butter. We'll get that butter nicely and melted. I like to make brown butter, so we're just going to let it sit on there until it turns a little brown. Get that nice nutty flavor from here. Make sure your flames are pretty high. Let that simmer for a bit. And so we like to be different all the time. So what we're also going to do is we're going to take Chef Tim's famous fried donuts, and we're going to top that delicious fried donut with my bananas Foster. It's going to be epic because it's
Tim, bring a donut over here. Bring one of those donuts over here.
Let me see what I can do for you. I'll tell you what, listen, that donut top with this bananas Foster. That's
oh my gosh, that's trouble. It's trouble.
Add that to the menu.
Good trouble though.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to add just a little bit of brown sugar. Now, if you don't have any brown sugar, you guys could just go ahead and take about a cup of regular sugar to about 1 to 2 tablespoons of molasses, and that'll do just fine.
That's all the good stuff. Butter, brown sugar, molasses.
So we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon. And if you have vanilla extract, you go ahead and add that as well.
So that was a little bit of shade because I think I forgot the vanilla, but it's all good.
Now, Chef Jerzy, I got to use some of that.
We're making it work. We're making it work.
All right. So when you start to see the brown sugar and that butter come together, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this cream to it also. Now, when you do this, you have to make sure that you do this very slowly because adding this cream to this is going to make your pan overflow. Start putting it together. If you want it creamier, you can go ahead and add more cream. Now, there's a rule of thumb when working with alcohol. You should never, ever, ever pour alcohol straight from a bottle to an open flame. The fumes of the alcohol is what catches on fire. So you always want to make sure that you pour it in a separate container. So we're going in with the bananas, 99 bananas first. Then we're going to go in with the the rum.
Okay. Y'all have to spread out your audio. I think we're getting feedback a little bit. Now we're gonna go ahead in with the rum, and you get that nice flambe. Lighten things up. I love to see a woman lighten things up.
It's only like 70 degrees out, so it's getting pretty hot in here. Hello, show it back. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? Nice little sparkle going. And then you're trying to let the flame die down. At this point, point, if you want it creamier, we could go ahead and add some more cream to it. But we're gonna let this get thick. We're gonna go ahead and add our bananas. And let those bananas soak in this delicious sauce here.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can see. You see how nice and thick that sauce is getting?
Yeah.
It nappes the spoon. Coats that spoon. And then Chef Tim was so nice to give us some candied walnuts here. Add a little crunch factor to that. I'm only going to add a little bit because I'm going to add the rest of it to the top as a garnish. When the sauce gets this thick, it coats the spoon, as you guys can see, coating that spoon. All right, we're going to get our plates ready. We're going to add it to the ice cream as well as that delicious donut.
Oh my goodness!
You guys take a
Don't
look.
forget the donut. Don't forget the donut.
We got the famous fried donut from Tim.
Yes.
You know, his hashtag is don't forget the donuts.
Nice job. Chefs, I see you guys are tag teaming on me here.
Yeah.
What's up with
that? Wow, look at that delicious caramel sauce.
Yes. That is good trouble. Good trouble.
That looks amazing.
I'm just glad
Looking delicious.
I know.
You guys see that?
All right, so Chef Tim gets a pass on not making the Gouda mac and cheese because he added the donut. The buttermilk batter fried donut. Is that what it's called, Chef Tim? The buttermilk fried? It's the buttermilk fried donut, right?
The buttermilk fried donut.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Don't forget the donut.
Yes, they're in Pastor Kevin said, hold that. Hold that for him. He's swinging through to pick it up. All right, buttermilk fried donut, a Wing Kitchen specialty, top with Chef Jerzey's Bananas Foster. So
Good job, Chef.
For soul. To me, that sounds like the perfect Thanksgiving because you will eat that and then you will fall into a deep, deep, deep sleep. And I am desperately in need of sleep. So I think I'm going to add that to our perfect Thanksgiving plans. Thank you, Chef Jerzey, Chef Tim, Chef Luke. Give it up for those that are watching.
It's an absolute pleasure. My pleasure.
Zoomed on in for the chat. Shout them up. Put the hand clap up, the emoji or the reactions. There's some love. There's some incredible chefs, some incredible people, very giving, benevolent people. I'm so grateful for the privilege of serving alongside you through the perfect Thanksgiving. So thank you, Wing Kitchen. Thank you, Pierre Caterers. Thank you, I Cook For You. Thank you to Holtec International, Food Bank of South Jersey, our partners. But wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of those individual members of the Perfecting Church who joined us in loving our cities, donating so many items. We got collard greens, we have sweet potatoes, we have macaroni, we have stuffing, we have cornbread, we have cranberry sauce, we have cheese, we have all of those items bagged up, ready for you to come on up and pick them up today, drive-through style. So you can drive on up, pick up your to-go bag, especially those that reserved it. And if you didn't reserve, we'll try and accommodate you. First come, first serve. But can you shout out those incredible volunteers, especially our volunteer pantry leadership team? You know who you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us year-round and loving our cities. And hey, come on and volunteer with us. Put on a mask. We're practicing social distancing, but there is so much need, as Pastor Kevin shared. So much need has been unearth so many disparities, so much inequity. And so Loving Our Cities exists to address that, not just to meet those needs, but advocate for change so that this world is a better place, not just for some, but for all people. So join us in that work, volunteer with us. You can donate to Loving Our Cities. Just go to lovingourcities.org and you can find out all of the many ways we are loving our cities. Keep your finger on the pulse of that incredible work that we're doing together. And to those 5 pantries, the partners that we have in operating those pantries, thank you, thank you. We look forward to another year of serving alongside you. And for us, that's perfect. It's perfect. We might not have the ideal Thanksgiving where we can gather in person, but what's perfect for us is that we have the privilege of calling you friend and coming alongside you in service year round. And so hope you enjoy an incredible Thanksgiving. And closing us out is an incredible band. To me, one of the baddest bands in the land. And so many of them have been personally affected by this pandemic. I mean, this crew travels with John Legend, Lady Gaga, who else? Curate and South. Artists in residence at the Kimmel Center. These are some bad boys. And so I'm excited to have them on the stage with us. And hey, you need some musicians. They're looking for some bookings, right? We got some opportunities for these musicians to travel social distance style. So let's give it up for 70 as they close us out and have a happy Thanksgiving. We love and appreciate you. Thanks for gathering with us virtually. The perfect Thanksgiving. See you next year.
All right. Take care, guys.
Tim, Jersey, any closing thoughts? We're just saying farewell. Bye-bye.
Well, it's been amazing. I just want to thank my fellow chefs for being on this journey. It's been incredible working with you guys for the last few years. The whole team that's been helping us over the years. Chef Tim, I know you're blocking my screen there. Angela, Pastor Kevin, thank you so much for your trust and embracing this vision. And I know it's right in line with the work that you guys do. I'm grateful for everybody who's been involved in it. Thank you.
Yeah. How about you, Tim? You good, Jersey?
Yeah, listen, thank you guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. Hopefully just immediate family. Let's stop this spread of this pandemic and go on to 2021 beautiful and happy and healthy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love and appreciate y'all. We're on our way. We're coming to get that donut and bananas for us. We're on our way. The band is coming too. We'll treat the band. All right, Pastor Kevin, any closing thoughts? Or can you close us in prayer? You're not on mic?
No, I don't.
All right, well, God bless you all. We just pray the peace of God.
All right, have a good one, everybody. Love you.
Guard your heart and your mind. Keep your family healthy and safe. Enjoy Thanksgiving. What about you, Luke? Carlos O'Reilly.
Well, I just want to say thanks for having us. Thank you for, Perfecting Church, having us week after week be here and just be able to just be here with the family and praise God and just good vibes. I love it. I love being here. I know all the guys do too. Shout out to Clay on guitar.
Woo!
Shout out to Wayne on bass.
Woo!
And shout out to Mike on drums.
Woo!
And we do hope to see some of y'all on Sunday. We are still streaming every Sunday. So
yes,
if y'all want to join us, we will be here.
Bye.
Peace and
Have a
blessings.
perfect Thanksgiving.